fine as hell, thick as fuck, oh my god, that's my baby, Caroline.
Hello beautiful people, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm doing a favorite products beginner starter pack kind of thing where I show you all the products that I love to use to install my wigs. The wigs I'm going to be installing today is from Yolissa Hair Company. This is a 5x5 pre-highlighted closure from them. Body wave, I believe it's 26 inches, but don't worry, all the specs will be down in the description box. But let's get right into the good stuff, which is the video. So here I'm showing you guys this Maybeline Fit Me foundation in the shade Warm Coconut, and I use this to tint the lace on all my units, no matter if it's HD, transparent, whatever, blah blah blah. This shade is my exact summer color, and I just like to use liquid foundation or concealer instead of using powdered foundation. I just go ahead and get my little makeup brush and buff that right into the underside of the lace. Before I apply the wig to my head, I like to make sure that I use my blow dryer on a cool to warm setting to just get that foundation nice and dried and oxidized. That way I don't have to deal with like the messiness of the wet foundation on my head. Here I'm just putting on a regular a wig cap. It's nothing special. I don't really care about using black versus nude. I feel like I just use my wig caps to help protect my braids from getting caught in the clip, so the color doesn't matter because I always push the wig caps to the back. To help me spray down or lay down my lace, I am using this Ebin Wonder Lace Spray. This is my favorite product to use for my lace. I am a glueless install girl. I don't wear my wigs for more than 1 to 3 days. I typically don't like sleeping in my wigs because, girl, my head gets hot. And that's why I go for the glueless option. And plus I find it more safer on my edges and less hectic to work with than regular traditional glue. This spray is water resistant, but it's not waterproof, meaning like I can wear it in the shower with my lace tied down, but I would not say I can swim in this. No, this is not the wig to go wear for vacation. It will leave you, okay? But it's fast drying and it has a pretty strong hold for a glueless spray in my opinion. The proper way I've found, not the proper way, but the best way to use this glue spray, the best way to use this spray is you want to try your best to spray as close to the front as the hairline as possible, spraying more in the hair, spraying more in the lace, less on the hair to prevent getting your hair really crunchy. And I usually do a spray and I use my finger, as you see right here, to tap that product and to just melt it out. I don't just spray a lot because when I spray too much, it'll get too crunchy, too much residue, and too sticky. Now, the next part that really makes this product work the best for me is I use my blow dryer on a cool setting, and I really just use a rat tail comb to help press and get that product to stick and dry. I would say I found that using a cold setting versus a hot setting or even just warm works better because this is a fast drying product, and using really high heat on the blow dryer gets it to stick too fast. It gets too tacky, and that's how I get it, and it gets too messy. So letting it dry slowly takes about like honestly 10 seconds per section, at the most a minute, and just using cool heat and pushing it helps me prevent getting too much sticky tacky residue and makes it just easier to work with. The next product that I'm using is these cuticle scissors or an eyebrow razor to cut my lace. I use either or, sometimes both. I prefer using a brow razor versus actual standard scissors to cut off my lace because it just gives me a more jagged look. And sometimes there's areas where I can't reach with my razor, and that's when I use my cuticle scissors to help me get that precise cut. I like using cuticle scissors, literally cuticle scissors that you get for your nails, because they're so sharp and small, and I can cut in an up and down motion a lot easier. Now that I've cut up that lace, you can see I have a little bit of white, like a white cast, like a white little line on my head, and that's just from like lifting the lace to cut it. So what I do is I spray a little bit of that same Ebin lace spray onto my little rat tail comb, and I just push down the rest of the lace in. Now, to really help everything stick perfectly, I am using my elastic band. I like using elastic bands versus using traditional satin headscarves that I'm sure we've all seen and they come a lot of the times with your hair these days. I like using elastic band because this I find doesn't interact too much with the spray, and whenever I take off my elastic band, it's not like pulling onto my lace. It's not sticky. It's not too much of a mess to work with. And I get my elastic band from Walmart, sometimes Dollar Tree. It's literally just the elastic band that goes in the waistband of your clothes. A regular sewing elastic band, it's like $2. Also, you can get a big bulk size from Amazon. The next products I'm going to talk about are the products that I use for my baby hairs. So here I'm just going in and pulling out the baby hairs I'm going to work with. As you can see, I'm also using that Ebin spray, just a little bit, one spritz on the baby hairs right in between the lace to really get the baby hairs to stay down. I like doing this versus using using a hot comb to push it down because I'm so clumsy. I literally always burn my head. I don't know how people use hot combs to help press down their baby hairs because burn my forehead every time. And then to make sure everything is nice and stuck one more time, I'm using that same elastic band just to help lay down my lace. I also use an elastic band to help me lay my lace when I'm wearing my wigs overnight, and also as a protective barrier when I wear my lace like in the shower or something. I'm gonna try to find the brush that I'm using for my baby hairs because I love this brush. I'm very picky with which brushes I use. Like the bristles have to be a certain way, has to have and I like this one because it's a multi-tool. It has a brush at the end, it has a comb, and it has a flat side too to help push down my hairs. To help cut down my baby hairs, I'm using this razor comb that I got from my local beauty supply store. I like using this because it helps give like a more like feathered, jagged cut to them instead of a standard straight across cut you get with your scissors. To curl my baby hairs, I'm using this 1/2-inch Hot Tools flat iron. This is not this is like an optional tool that I use. I don't use it all the time. I just use it sometimes, and it does kind of help give me an easier swoop to my baby hairs, but it's not a must. To lay down my baby hairs, I am going to be using this EcoStyler gel, and an honorary mention product that I use but it's not shown in this video because I didn't need it is this NAIROBI WRAPP foam. I use this sometimes as well to help swoop my baby hairs. More like I use this when I'm like reapplying my wig and I just need a quick touch up, or to just help break down the excess Ebin spray that sometimes gets my wigs or my baby hairs to be crunchy. Anywho, so yeah, those two products I like to use because they have decent hold on the hair. They're easy to work with, but at the same time, I can still comb out the baby hairs once they're set and have a nice fluffy look. I decided to go ahead and show you guys my tweezers, even though this is more of a focus what products I use for installing my wig. If you want a product list for bleaching and customizing in general, comment down below. But I wanted to show my tweezers because I do use my tweezers for install, and that's just to kind of like help clean up where I didn't pluck. This wig, the knots were kind of big and I was kind of scared I was going to poke a hole on it, so I didn't pluck too much in the initial stage like on my wig head. So here I'm just kind of like do a little extra plucking just to clean up the hairline. Here I'm showing you guys this KeraCare wax stick that I use to help me soothe away all the flyaways and to just help press my wig flat. One thing I will say about this product, use it sparingly. I used to go ham on this and literally would use it on every section of my hair as I'm pressing out the roots, but I realized that especially with like body wave or just straight textures, it does get greasy fast, so I just use it here and there on spots that I really need that extra pressing. And I also use it on the top of my hair where my part is to give it a nice shine. The hot comb that I'm using is from Amazon. And when it comes to hot combs, I'm not too really picky about them, but I do like to make sure they go up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit because I found for my hot comb to be effective, it has to get hot. That's the only way I can get that pressing, effect. For this hair, I didn't use it all the way at 500 degrees because since this hair is blonde, it's more sensitive to heat than regular hair. It was about like a 400 because low-key I was melting my hair even with that 400, but I need me a very hot comb. So that's kind of it for my lay down installation products. Now let's get into styling products I like to use. I don't have too many styling products, but here are a few of my favorites. Here I'm showing you guys this Shine Spray. I like this spray because it is lightweight and it acts as a heat protectant to my hair, and it kind of just gives my hair some shine as a finishing product. Another product I like to use to add shine to my hair is this Garnier Frutis Sleek and Shine Serum. I feel like it helps just kind of help with frizz like it says, and it does. I also use it as a finishing product as well to help just smooth out the hair and give it a little bit of shine. And I like it because it's $4. It's affordable. I get it from Target, Walmart, everywhere. Love her. Now I'm going to be using my Remington. I believe it's like a 1 3/4 inch barrel curling wand. I like having really big curling wands or curling irons in general because when it comes to curling my hair or just the styling process, I'm just so lazy. I'm usually so over it by the time it comes to styling because installing was a hassle. So I like getting really big curling irons or curling wands because I can use a lot of hair really fast and get a look, without doing too much work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray some of this Got To Be classic regular yellow can Got To Be spray. I don't like this product that much. I want to try other products, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I wanted something. I just like to spray a little bit of hairspray onto my hair, especially when I'm curling blonde hair, to kind of help it hold the curl longer. So here are the last products that I used, and these are like my finishing cleanup products. It is an eyeliner pencil and a light shade concealer. Here I'm using this brown colored eyeliner pencil, literally from my beauty supply store. I use this on my lip, and I just like to use an eyeliner pencil to kind of help clean up my part, depending if I overplugged or over bleached. And then I like to go in with a lighter shade concealer, and I like to put that right in the middle of my part, and make sure you blend it out. Sometimes I do go a little bit too ham with it, but you know, it just gives a certain effect. But make sure you do use your finger to blend it out. And finally, I'm using this pink shine holding spray to kind of just help hold the curls and the shape of the hair in a certain way. I like this as well because it's lightweight, so it doesn't make my hair crunchy. The hair still has movement, and it adds just a little bit of shine because it's like that oil sheen spray. And boom, here we are with the finished look. I was not expecting to like this color so much on me. Like, this wig is such a vibe. These curls, everything, it's just such a slayed and laid install. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in another one. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Goodbye.